AI replacing thousands of jobs monthly. A report unveiled. Imagine a world where your job is gone before you even realize it's at risk. That's the reality unfolding today as artificial intelligence automates away thousands of positions each month, according to a recent report. The U.S. job market is under siege from a perfect storm of global trade instability and rapid AI adoption, with companies making drastic cuts to stay competitive. But here's where it gets controversial. While some experts claim AI is the primary culprit, others argue it's more of a scapegoat for deeper economic pressures. Let's unpack the numbers and the debate. In July alone, over 10,000 jobs vanished due to generative AI tools, as reported by Challenger, Gray, and Christmas. This places AI among the top 5 causes of job losses in 2025, per CBS News. The broader picture is even starker. Employers added just 73,000 jobs that month, far below expectations, and private sector layoffs hit 806,000, the highest since 2020. The tech sector is bearing the brunt, with 89,000 cuts, a 36% spike from 2023, and 27,000 roles directly tied to AI advancements. Young professionals are especially vulnerable. Entry-level corporate jobs for recent graduates have dropped 15% in a year, while AI now appears in 400% more job descriptions than 2 years ago, according to Handshake. Meanwhile, Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, has axed 292,000 roles, and tariffs are squeezing retailers, who slashed 80,000 jobs, 250% more than 2023. But is AI truly the villain? Andrew Challenger, a senior executive at the firm, notes AI is changing roles, but HR leaders aren't yet saying it's replacing jobs. This sparks a critical question. Are companies using AI as a cost-cutting excuse while hiding from broader economic challenges like Trump-era tariffs and inflation? Amazon's Andy Jassy hinted at AI-driven workforce reductions, while Ford's Jim Farley warned it could eliminate half of U.S. white-collar jobs. Yet, experts like Josh Bersin argue the real story is companies trading hiring freezes for AI investments. It's like a blank check for AI tools, Bersin told NBC News. Then they hit pause on hiring. Bam, the job market freezes. So where do you stand? Is AI an unstoppable force reshaping work, or a convenient narrative for companies avoiding accountability? Share your thoughts in the comments. After all, the future of work depends on how we answer. 62,000 jobs lost in July. The impact of DOGE, AI, and tariffs. Alarm bells ringing. 62,000 jobs lost in July alone. Is this the new normal? Imagine waking up to the harsh reality of a dwindling job market, where the number of lost jobs in a single month surpasses the total of an entire previous year. Welcome to the unsettling world of 2025, where 62,000 jobs vanished in July, signaling a 30% increase from the previous month and a staggering 140% spike compared to the same period last year. Unpacking the numbers, a report by Challenger, Gray, Christmas reveals that over 806,000 jobs have been axed in 2025 to date, eclipsing the 761,358 jobs lost in all of 2024. The government sector leads the job cut tally, with a whopping 292,294 positions eliminated, followed by technology, 89,251, and retail, 80,487. The usual suspects, DOGE, AI, and tariffs cuts, have triggered a ripple effect, leading to 65,000 federal workers accepting buyouts, plus 24,000 cuts in the U.S. Army, and 10,000 in the Veterans Affairs Department. Plus, a 413% increase in nonprofit sector job losses, 17,826, due to reduced grant funding. Artificial intelligence, AI, advancements have contributed to a 36% rise in technology sector job cuts, 89,251, with notable layoffs at Intel 21,000, Microsoft 15,000, PayPal 2,500, and HP 2,000. Tariffs imposed by the Trump administration have led to increased layoffs in retail, 80,487, up 249% from 2024, and the automotive sector, 16,883, citing trade uncertainties, inflation, and operational cost hikes. A glimmer of hope. Despite the gloom, U.S. companies plan to hire 86,132 people in 2025, up from 73,596 in the same period last year. With the entertainment and leisure sector driving this growth, insurance and automotive sectors have also announced new job openings, 12,800 and 6,161, respectively. The plot thickens. But here's where it gets controversial. Can we attribute the job market instability solely to these factors? Or are there deeper, more complex issues at play? Share your thoughts. Stay ahead of the curve. Keep a close eye on Friday's jobs report to gauge the unemployment rate's trajectory. Reflect on the labor market's 37% slower growth in the first half of 2025 compared to 2024. Dive deeper. Forbes. Fed decides against interest rate cut, but Powell faces first double descent in decades. Forbes. U.S. economy rebounded in second quarter as GDP rises 3%. Forbes. Labor market stays afloat as hiring tops forecasts again. Mass layoffs in August. Full list of companies cutting jobs. The corporate axe falls. August's massive wave of job cuts by Nick Mortawanic serves as an investigative journalist for Newsweek, operating from Michigan. His coverage spans American and global political landscapes, policy matters, immigration concerns, criminal activities, and social issues. He has also reported extensively on educational developments, economic trends, and the conflicts in Ukraine and Gaza. Nick became part of the Newsweek team in 2021 after working at the Oakland Press, with his reporting appearing in the Detroit News and various other publications. His groundbreaking coverage of the opioid crisis earned him recognition from the Michigan Press Association. The Michigan State University alumnus can be contacted at n.mortawanic@newsweek.com. Nick Mortawanic, staff writer, quote, "Voice is AI generated. Inconsistencies may occur. The employment guillotine is dropping across America this month as thousands of workers face termination across multiple sectors." According to legal requirements, employers must issue Worker Adjustment and Retraining Notification Act, WARN, notices prior to executing large-scale workforce reductions. Data from WarnTracker.com reveals a troubling forecast. 114 separate companies are poised to slash their workforces during August. Why this matters to everyone. Surprisingly, these widespread terminations may not directly reflect current economic conditions, but rather corporate strategies to maximize profitability at workers' expense. Some organizations, however, are simply adjusting to meet changing market demands more efficiently. America's economic landscape continues to respond to governmental policy shifts, particularly the implementation of sweeping tariffs affecting global trading partners and triggering reactions across numerous sectors, with manufacturing feeling significant impact. But here's where it gets concerning. August's projected terminations suggest persistent economic turbulence and strategic uncertainty within corporate America. The outlook shows a worrying upward trend from July's approximately 95 employers conducting layoffs. However, this still represents improvement from June, when roughly 160 companies reduced their workforces. Critical information you need. These workforce reductions will cut across virtually every sector of the economy, including retail operations, software development, pharmaceutical research, food and beverage production, healthcare services, package delivery operations, and numerous other industries. The scale varies dramatically between organizations and locations. While some employers plan modest reductions of between 1 and 25 positions, Others are implementing far more dramatic measures. Tech giant Microsoft, paper manufacturer Georgia-Pacific, and specialty paper producer Pixel Specialty Solutions each anticipate eliminating between 501 and 1,000 jobs, and this is the part most people miss when discussing these statistics. The comprehensive catalog of companies issuing WARN notices, according to WARNtracker.com, includes INEOS ABS USA, CAM Industrial Solutions, Touchpoint Services, aka Compass Group, United States Cellular Corporation, Lennox Industries, Pacific Premier Bank, WellPath, Atria Wealth Solutions, Corteva, Prothena Biosciences Inc., Hood Packaging Corporation, Microsoft, J.C. Penney, Central Valley Training Center, Inc., Stevens Distributing Company, DAI Global, LLC, Morgan Truck Body, LLC, Reyes Coca-Cola Bottling, LLC, LT Precision, LLC, Orlikon Balzers Coating USA, Inc., Georgia Pacific,